Hello guys, and welcome back to yet another Garden Tower Defense video. It's been an extremely long wait, but finally I bring to you all Noobtopro Trading Edition. It's simple. I will go from a standard normal tomato to some of the best units in the game. Now before I get into it, I need to go over the rules. It's simple. I cannot spend any seeds to get units. I cannot spend Robux. And finally, I can only get units from trading. Now let's get into this video. Well. I'm back on Cactus Commando. To start this off, I'm going to remove every single unit I have left on this account. If you guys didn't know everything I was able to get on my last Noobtopro video, I gave away on my Discord server. And as you may be speculating, I will be in fact giving away everything I get in this video as well. Now let me get rid of everything in my inventory. Now with everything all gone, it's now time to go into the trading plaza for the first time in for the coming 7 days. I'm not really expecting to do much on the first day. I'm going to try different approaches each day because I want to see what approach will get you the best units in Garden Tower defense. After literally 2 minutes, I got my first trade. And for just my tomato, they was going to give me 6 different units, and that includes the headless unit and the pine tree, which were both in limited summons. And I can't believe I've already made my first trade after 2 minutes being in the trading plaza, but then something happened. You see, Cool Boy here was just my first trade. However, something incredible happened that I didn't even predict. Cool Boy didn't stop there. They kept going, and going, and going, and going, until I had some absolutely insane units already. Cool Boy did this out of free will, and now has just set me up for greatness. Cool Boy, if you're watching, I have a message for you. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's now been 30 minutes, and absolutely no one has came to my booth at all. Until I got my second trade. I gave away my headless for a pot shade, which in my eyes was a good deal for me. And for the remainder of day 1, I sat here and got no more trades. It is now day 2 of the Noob to Pro only trading challenge, and I've come into day 2 feeling extremely confident. I can just tell something amazing will happen today. I started off today by looking around at everyone's booths to see if anyone wanted the units I have. But unfortunately, I had no luck. Now here comes for my next tactic. I'm just going to go around asking for free units. Yep, that's it. Now this method depends on if anyone in the server is 1, generous, and 2, they have units they can spare. Absolutely everyone was ignoring me. Until I came across Seal Puffer, who gave me a laser plant just for a palm tree and garden fairy. I was extremely happy and I thanked them. I adjusted my booth, adding the laser plant and only keeping the best units I have. Next, I went around the map telling everyone that I was trading laser plant. And after getting my hopes up, getting a corrupted stem, I finally traded all 4-star units I have for the Robo Flower and the Range Leaf, which is a better trade in my opinion, shortly after that trade. This guy, for some reason, has just given me loads of different 4-star units. This is just pure generosity. I literally couldn't believe it. Next, I just stood by my booth yet again saying I was trading Robo Flower, Range Leaf, and more. After multiple trade cancellations, I finally managed to make my next trade. I was giving away my Range Leaf plus 2 4-star units for 2 6-star units. And now technically I have a Robo Flower and 2 exclusive units. I gave away all my best units for a Petal Ray and Lil Stump, and in my eyes, this is one of the best trades I could have done. I may have lost a lot of my units, however. I now have 2 decently valued units that will come profitable in the future. It's now day 3, and today I'm going to try a different method to start off with. I'm pretty much just going to stand at my booth to see if anyone will come over. I'm hoping they will, as I actually have a decent unit now. Just before I continue, I just want to ask you guys, if you are enjoying this video, please make sure you like and subscribe. Maybe even if you're interested, join the Discord. I do constant giveaways on there. The link will be in the description below. Back to the video. After waiting around 20 minutes at my booth with no signs of anyone, I instantly knew this method would definitely not work with the units I have. So I decided to try and trade with every single person in the lobby. After getting rejected, I finally made one trade, but it wasn't the best. I just traded my Lil Stump I got for another Range Leaf. I then went back to going to everyone's booth to trade with them. just to see if they wanted to offer for my petal ray and range leaf. I was pretty unsuccessful, until I finally got an amazing trade that was nearly 600 in value. I was getting 5 different units just for my petal ray and range leaf. The units I was getting were the Nightshade, Gnome Blitz, Corn, Galactic Shroom, Saw-O-Lantern, and finally the Lil Stump. Today was yet again another very successful day, and tomorrow we go again. It's now day 4. I'm over halfway into the challenge, and I'm looking to get rid of all these units to get something that is worth a lot more. I started off walking around at everyone's booth. And literally 1 minute later, I received a trade I then put all my units in. They then offered me a Garden Wizard for all my units, which I instantly took. With the Garden Wizard now added to my inventory, I instantly got to work trying to profit on it. And after many trades, I had absolutely no luck trading it. I started to do multiple methods at once, including standing by my booth, typing in chat, running around, trading with absolutely anyone and everyone. And after 30 minutes, I've had no luck. Then I realized Garden Wizard was actually in stock, so I decided to wait for it to leave the stock and then try again. After waiting around 40 minutes, the Garden Wizard was finally gone and I was ready to try again. I set my booth up and got straight back to work. After being tormented, I really started to lose hope. I really was beginning to think I'll be stuck with the Garden Wizard. Every trade kept getting canceled, or it was just the same boring offers. I went from switching server to trying it all over again. Nothing seemed to work. And after continuing for another 30 minutes, I decided to try again tomorrow. It's the start of day 5. It's got to the point I was willing to give almost anything to get rid of this Garden Wizard. So with that, I instantly got to work. I was starting to get desperate, so I wanted to try a different method. This time I went through the trading menu and I traded with absolutely everyone. I was even prepared to trade it for a beanstalk, but even then I still got canceled on. I knew this was going to take some time. I just didn't know how much time it would take. And finally, after an hour of trading, I finally found an offer I was willing to make. I was finally going to get a different unit, and that unit is the stick pedal. I was so happy that I finally was able to get a new unit. And straight after I thought I was about to get the carrot astrophy, but in the last second, they changed their mind. Not long after I received my next trade. I was getting the Ooga Booga for my stick pedal, which is a slightly better trade, and honestly, I'm pretty happy with that. I then yet again went back to work trying to get a better unit for the Ooga. I started to get better offers now, and I was seeing all kinds of units, until I found an absolute steal of an offer. Somehow I pulled off an insane trade and got the new exclusive unit Octo Shroom that dropped the other day. I was super proud about this trade. And I was low-key now feeling like this. Straight after I thought I was about to get the Rose Beam, but they canceled in the last second. It was finally time to rest. I will see you all tomorrow. With just one more day left, I was looking to make a big impact on day 6. It's time to switch the Octo Shroom for something better. I got an offer straight away, but it was very underwhelming. And it was the same with this offer here. I did actually get this offer, but there was absolutely no way I was going back to the Garden Wizard. With a couple more bad offers, I went to change server. And to my surprise, the second trade I got left me with a total of 8 different units and a game pass. I now have some pretty decent units. And straight after someone was already trading me, they were giving me another Octo Shroom for my watering can. What an absolute steal this was. I now am back to where I started, but now have multiple units added to my inventory. How could I say no to this? I went back to work, going booth to booth until I got a good offer for one of my units. After 30 minutes of switching servers and multiple trades, I finally got something actually amazing. I was just about to get an Ether Vine for my Octo Shroom and Bronze Lawnmower. I know I've said this so many times, but I cannot believe I have just got this unit. After this, I traded my Infinity Petal for another Frankensprout. I could have even got a Hell Root for my Ether Vine. I also made this trade to get a Bonsai. That's pretty much all for day 6. I just stood at my booth for another hour and received some decent trades, but none of them actually went through. It's the final day. Now here's what I'm going to do. I'm so amazed I've been able to get to the Ether Vine. It's up there for the best units in the game. However, there's only 3 units I want to try and get now, and they are the Earth Dragon, Corrupted Stem, and finally the strongest Punch Potato. You're probably thinking, there is no way you'll be able to get them units. And honestly, you're probably right, but I'm going to try anyway. I was getting traded every unit but the 3 I wanted, so I kept trying and trying. At first I just stood at my booth, until I started running around trying to look for the units that I wanted. I was finding a few trades, but no one wanted to make the trade. At this point, I was searching for around 3 hours and had no luck at all. And I officially got tired of trading and called it. But before the video ends, I have a surprise for you all. You see, I wasn't just going to keep all of these units for myself. Every single thing I managed to get was going back to you guys. So if you're watching this and want to get your hands on an Ether Vine, Frankensprout, Elemental Bloom, and much more, all you have to do is these 3 simple steps. You have to like this video, be subscribed to my channel, and finally comment Ether Vine in the comments below. Thank you all so much for watching, and good luck winning that Ether Vine. I do have just one last thing to tell you guys.